Wow, I almost didn't see you there. Probably on account of all the distracting glare from this very shiny Intercontinental Championship title.
What's this all about?
Ding dong, hello! I'm the first ever Women's Intercontinental Champion. Man, even for someone like me who already holds so many records, it's pretty impressive.
Right. And how exactly did you even win this? I don't remember hearing anything about a Women's Intercontinental Champion in WWE.
That's because it's not just for WWE, but for the entire world, you idiot! Hence the name of it, Intercontinental. Anyway, I won it in an epic tournament in Rio de Janeiro against the best wrestlers from all the continents. It was so exclusive, cameras weren't even allowed. And when the final match was over, it was me, Bayley, standing over the decimated competition. I could still hear the roar of the crowd shouting my name, Bayley, the greatest of all time. In fact, I'm not only going to be the first ever Women's Intercontinental Champion, I'm going to be the only Women's Intercontinental Champion. No one will ever beat me. They'll actually rename it the Bayley Continental Championship. Has a great ring to it now that I think of it.
Pretty confident about all that, huh?
Why wouldn't I be? What? Are you going to prove me wrong?
As a matter of fact, I am. I could use a little shine around my waist.
You probably could, but you won't. Don't worry, I'll take it easy on you. Who am I kidding? I definitely won't.
Hey, not to be impatient, but when am I going to get my Intercontinental title match with Bayley? It's been a hot second.
Your Intercontinental title match with Bayley? What are you even talking about?
She said she'd give me a shot.
Yeah, but a shot at what?
The championship she won a few weeks ago in Rio de Janeiro?
Rio de Janeiro? Are you kidding me? That girl wasn't in Rio. She was off because her dog was getting a root canal. Just like Bayley to invent something fake.
Ugh, I knew it didn't all add up. Too bad. Because despite the lies, it actually isn't a bad idea. But I guess it doesn't matter now.
Bayley may be full of it, but you're right. Having a women's IC title is a good idea. It's about time, right? If only there was some kind of authority figure who could make it an officially recognized title. Oh wait, there is. Me. And since Bayley's already agreed to it, I see no problem with giving you a title opportunity. A real title opportunity.
Wow, I guess people should invent titles more often, huh?
Don't get any ideas.
The title might change hands! 2! She pulled it off! We have a new Women's Intercontinental Champion!
Plus, she's the first ever champion to win this title in the ring.
What do you mean? Bayley won it in a tournament in Rio de Janeiro.
Come on, we all know Bayley made that up, but enough about her. Congrats to our new Women's Intercontinental Champion.
As the new Women's Intercontinental Champion, and the first superstar who actually won it, I'll be sure to do you proud, Mandy.
I'm sure you will.
Not so fast, ladies. What makes you think you're the Intercontinental Champion?
I must have hit you harder out there than I thought. The match I just won, for starters.
Oh, you won the match. But I guess you didn't read the fine print in the contract you signed before the match. It's an Intercontinental Championship, you dummy. Which means that, just like the contract says, you have to beat 3 international superstars before beating me. Sorry, but I don't make the rules.
What are you talking about? You made up this title in the first place, so you definitely made the rules. Mandy, tell her I'm champion.
I actually have to side with Bayley on this one. She may have made this title up, but I made it official. And it was in the contract you signed. Superstars actually have to start reading those.
To be fair, she probably doesn't even know how to read.
Do you want me to read or fight?
Is it so hard to do both? Geez, just beat 3 international superstars and then we'll talk. I'll make sure you get your opportunity with Bayley. And don't sass your GM.
Yeah, and work on your reading skills.
And here's Bayley to seemingly get a closer look at her potential Intercontinental Champion challenger.
A closer look? Or is Bayley doing anything she can to avoid facing her? Trying to put this thing away.
Shoulders down, rolled up.
And skirts out of the pin.
This one isn't going to be ended quite so easily. At the arm trap. Seriously? Bayley's out here again?
Yeah, because her potential challenger is on the verge of earning a rematch for the Women's Intercontinental Championship. Bayley's desperate to prevent that from happening.
Backslide, shoulders down.
Powering out at one.
Still in it.
You're full of it, Bayley. But I did what your so-called contract asks. 3 international superstars defeated. Shall I ask Mandy to set the title match, or would you like to do the honors?
As much as I hate to admit it, I am impressed. Congratulations. You know, I've said it from the start, this Intercontinental Championship is a very prestigious title. After all, I hold it. But you've done the work, so I'll talk to Mandy.
Wait, so you're really not gonna try to weasel out of this?
What kind of champion do you think I am? After all, you fulfilled the requirements of the contract exactly, and you know how much I respect official championship contract law.
Right.
Oh, but speaking of, there is one thing I forgot to mention. Since it is an international title, you know how when you apply for your passport or a visa, there's a waiting period before you get it? Yeah, the title contract actually also specifies a lengthy waiting period before we can set up the match you qualified for.
You're kidding me. No, you're probably actually serious, aren't you?
Don't worry, it'll go by fast. I mean, by the time the waiting period is over, I'll have probably broken the record as the longest reigning Intercontinental Champion ever, male or female. But to you, it will seem like the blink of the eye. I mean, heck, I guess there's a chance that you might not even be in WWE by then. So I don't know. Feel free to send me a card or something, or congratulate me on social media since you'll be retired. Hashtag longest reigning IC champion sounds good. Thanks. Can't wait to hear from you then. Toodles!
Our Women's Intercontinental Champion, Bayley, is apparently throwing herself some sort of celebration.
The WWE Universe is not enthused.
Today is a day that will surely be mentioned in all the effusive speeches when I, Bayley, am inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame, because in just a few short moments, down to the exact minute when I first won this little beauty here, I will become the longest reigning Intercontinental Champion, not for the women, not for the men, but for all of WWE for all time. You idiots said I couldn't do it, but you know who never doubted me? Me! So let's join in and count down to the moment of my glory. It's only 20 minutes to go.
You gotta be kidding me.
I'm gonna be back in about 19 minutes.
1959, 1958, 1957, 1956, 1955, 1954. Come on, I can't hear you. 1950, 1949, 1948, 1947.
Yes!
Thank you.
I don't think I could have made it through that.
No one could.
It is a momentous day, but not because you're going to break any records. Guess whose waiting period just ended? And that's fitting, because tonight is going to be a night of endings. Your Intercontinental title reign is ending, too. Right here, right now.
We're going to have a Women's Intercontinental Championship match coming up next.
Finally, after jumping through countless hoops and waiting over a year, this could be the night that she takes Bayley's title.
If it means not having to sit through one of these celebrations, I'm all for it.
We could have a new champion! Cover! We have a new champion!
Unbelievable!
Here is your winner and the new Women's Intercontinental Champion, the Queen!
What a turn of events.
One reign ends and another begins.
To go from challenger to champion, that has to feel good.
Unless you're the one going from champion to nothing.
Natalia was here earlier and got upset when I kept making nautical jokes. 'Cause she's the boat. Get it? I thought it was pretty funny. But she didn't and threatened to have me kicked out. Think you could see if there's anything you can do about that? See? Boat. Get it?
Excuse you.
What did I do?
Stand there, breathe, exist.
I wonder if too much hair dye can start to make people overly crabby. Seems that way.
Every time I see your disgusting face, it reminds me of that fluke victory you had over me. It's a black mark on my career. I never stop hearing about it, and I'm sick of it.
Probably shouldn't have lost then.
Watch yourself. I talked to Mandy. She's agreed to set up a rematch. You and me tonight. Unless you're scared of facing the boss in a fair fight, that is.
It's not my fault the WWE Universe is excited about me and thinks I'm the future of WWE. But if you want a rematch, I'm happy to give you another fair fight.
Perfect. But don't get too confident. There's no travel delay to help you win now. This time, I'll be ready.
Whatever you say.
It looks like she's got the boss where she wants her.
It's Bayley.
Good news for Sasha, but always bad news for her opponent. The referee missed the pin.
Bayley's got something in her hand. It's Sasha's legit boss rings.
Sasha delivers a blow with the ring.
And now for the pin. This match is over. I'm sick of these two constantly bailing each other out.
Like it or not, the referee didn't see anything illegal, and Sasha Banks is the winner, finally avenging the loss that helped launch her opponent's career.
If anything, they're even, but their issue is far from settled.
The Queen and Bianca Belair.
And the winners celebrating together. Great chemistry tonight.
That wasn't just a win, Cole. That was a top-level tag team performance. Take it from a former NXT tag champ.
Well, I've played your little game. Overcome all your little obstacles. You asked before if I was scared to face you. From where I'm standing, looks like the only one who's scared is you.
Oh, stop being dramatic. You'll get your rematch. Although, I'm not sure why you want it. It won't end well for you.
I wouldn't be so sure about that. Because this time, your friend Bayley won't be there to bail you out. I've made sure of that. I talked to Mandy, and our match is going to be a steel cage match, so that nobody can interfere.
You think you're pretty clever, don't you?
Yeah, just a little bit.
Well, I got news for you. You're not the only one who talked to Mandy. And lucky for me, she owes me a favor, and she's never really liked you. Just so happens there's another stipulation in play. After our match, when I win, you're going to be gone from Raw.
Loser leaves Raw? Really? I can't wait to see the boss shipped off to another brand after I win.
Oh, I'm sorry. That was unclear. It's only loser leaves Raw for you. Tough to be the future of WWE if you can't compete on its flagship show, huh?
Turning the tables there. And she is making climbing this steel cage look easy.
Are the nerves getting to her up there?
Think about how good it feels. Inch by inch, about to escape the cage and enjoy the spoils of victory.
She's going for it. She's able to capitalize on the moment and make her way up the cage.
She has to come down somehow. Hopefully it's in one piece.
An emphatic victory.
Here is your winner, the Queen.
No other way to put it, guys. That was kind of a butt kicking.
As always, Cole, you're more polite than I am, so I'll just say what we're all thinking. This was as one-sided as it gets.
I just wanted to let you know that I'm so grateful to have the opportunity to build the Raw brand around a champion like you. I think we can really do something special together. But for that to happen, I'd prefer if you were out there defending your title as frequently as possible. So are you ready to be everything I think you can be?
Yes, I'm ready. I want to be a reliable and consistent champion, unlike Bayley. And it's been my dream for so long to be one of the faces of Raw. So let's get started.
That's great to hear. I already have a challenger lined up for your next title defense. You versus Bianca Belair is going to be a great match.
Saw your post. Is there something we need to discuss, Mandy?
I did want to talk to you about your next title defense.
Can you cut the nonsense? You clearly don't like me, or at least don't want me to be Intercontinental Champion. Putting me in match after match with all sorts of weapons involved and no rest or time to prepare, your clear disdain for my victory? I'm working hard and proving myself. I thought this was all for the good of the brand. What are you doing?
It is for the good of the brand. But you're right. The more I think about it, the more I don't want you to be IC champion. Because you know who would be best for the brand? Me.
You're challenging me? Are you serious?
As serious as that piece of hardware I'll soon be taking from you. I mean, who better to be the face of Monday Night Raw than Mandy Rose? I already call the shots around here. It's a natural fit.
If anyone's the face of Raw, it's me, not you. But if you want me to beat you too, I guess I'm game.
Oh, wow. It's so cute that you think you have a choice. I may be the future IC champion, but I'm still GM. Which means that in addition to facing me, you'll also be facing Bianca, Ember, and Nia as well, in a 3-on-1 handicap non-title match. And since I'm so generous and willing to share the spotlight, I'll let them face you first, before you defend your title. I really am great at this job.
Great. I would have a few different adjective choices.
Use whatever adjectives you like. See you in the ring, champ.
Here is your winner and still Women's Intercontinental Champion, the Queen.
And what a ladder match that was. To be the winner of that match, to be the one that successfully climbed the ladder, well, that is more than cause for celebration.